So there is a little mind hack. It's called the if-then agreement. I did not make this up. Researchers at Columbia University found that if you do what I'm about to tell you, it's going to take your chances of cultivating a new mentality or mindset from about a 30% success rate, if you're just like, I want to try, up to a 90% success rate. And the whole theory is you got to make an if-then agreement with yourself. If is kind of your cue. Here is your trigger. Here's the thing that happens. It ideally is something that you don't have to remember on your own. It is something that kind of happens naturally to you, or it's a regularly occurring cue. So what I have done in my own life in the hopes of becoming a more curious person is I have set up criticism as my if-then agreement. So if I start to experience criticism, and that can be internal or external. Internal criticism is when you start to shame spiral, right? Like, I suck. Why did I say that? I'm such an idiot. I never get anything right. Nobody likes me, whatever it is. External criticism is when you start to point the fingers. Well, they just don't understand. If they would have listened better, they're not ready for my idea, whatever it is. It doesn't matter if it's internal criticism or external. I'm great at both. So my cue is criticism. When I start to experience criticism, that is then I engage my curiosity. And literally what I do is I just say, what's the next words that you want to come out of your mouth right now? Literally turn it into a question. Just ask a question. And all of a sudden, just by simply adding a question mark, what it does is it kind of sends this cue to your brain of like, it's okay if you don't have it all figured out. You don't actually have to react right now. A huge thing for leaders to know and understand is that there is a very big difference between your response and your reaction to things, okay? Reactions are just pretty natural. We can't actually control them. You feel scared, you feel afraid, you have a physiological reaction to this input that you're getting and you can't really control it. Your response is what you actually do have control over. So when you're feeling critical or feeling defensive, it's okay if your reaction is that your heart rate increases or your face flushes or you start to sweat or whatever reaction you're having, that's fine. Give yourself grace, you're human. But then you get to be really conscious and cognizant as you move into your response. And if you can simply just put a question mark on it, all of a sudden you're gonna start to engage your curiosity and open yourself up to a lot of possibility and growth.